kecil, saya bisa kembali untuk bangkit. Nah, di situ saya coba menulis berdasarkan pengalaman saya. Di situ isinya banyak sekali pengalaman saya dan juga pengalaman orang-orang yang relasi dengan hidup saya.
Jadi ini real, Pak?
Yes.
Real artinya.
Buku itu sebenarnya secara real itu penuh air mata ya sebenarnya. Cuman saya berupaya untuk tidak menyajikan itu gitu.
Sehingga kalau misalnya ada beberapa yang kita kutip, misalnya nanti ada izin neraka, berarti kan?
Yes.
Karena ada juga bahasa-bahasa yang seperti sehari-hari kita.
Kalau dikutip memang perlu ya, dikutip perlu. Tapi kalau mungkin Bapak ingin mendefinisikan berdasarkan pemahaman Bapak, mungkin tidak setuju dengan apa yang saya katakan, ya silakan tulis berdasarkan apa yang Bapak ingin utarakan. Gitu. Tapi kalau kutip memang harus disertakan ya referensinya jelas. Bab berapa, halaman berapa. Ya, 2 buku motivasi itu sebenarnya sih juga menjadi tonggak bagi saya, mengingatkan saya pada masa lalu saya memang tidak amat yang ya bisa dikatakan amat sangat buruk. Gitu. Tahu one day sekarang ya, jadi sharing. Gitu. Oke. Baik, kita kembali lagi ke sini. Ya. Ada yang mau ditanyakan mungkin tentang teknik mind map? Tidak ada, kalau gitu kita next saja. Nah, modifikasi kata kunci ini gampang sih, bukan plagiat ya, kita nyontek sedikit aja. Apa bedanya nyontek dengan plagiat ya? Jadi mungkin Bapak dan Ibu main-main ke toko buku, melihat, ada buku bestseller nih, coba next saja. Ada buku bestseller. Nah, mengacu pada buku bestseller ini, siapa tahu buku ini juga bisa mengenerate atau memberikan kita suatu inspirasi misalnya. Ya, misalnya buku bestsellernya adalah teknik menjebol password untuk pemula. Kita modifikasi, mungkin aja kita modifikasi seperti ini, terbersit dalam pikiran kita, teknik melindungi password dari atau mungkin yang terakhir, panduan membeli PC, bisa sampai seperti itu ya. Pemikiran kita itu luar biasa sebenarnya, bisa berkembang amat sangat banyak bergantung pada knowledge yang kita miliki. Atau yang kedua, desain kaos distro dengan Corel Draw. Ide dari buku bestseller ini, anggaplah itu buku bestseller, misalnya desain tato dengan Corel Draw. Ya, ada yang pakai tato di sini? Tidak ada, oke. Baik, itu contohnya yang kedua ya, modifikasi kata kunci. Selanjutnya mungkin bisa di, oke. Next, teknik penulisan yang lain adalah
jadi kayak bikin sambil diskus ada setang. Ini jadi niatan dari saya.
next lagi. Nah, ini adalah contohnya nih, sewaktu kita ingin mengembangkan ide penulisan buku. Yang misalnya targetnya adalah bisnis, topiknya adalah conversation, bentuknya adalah teks, dan seterusnya. Ini bisa di-random sesuai dengan kebutuhan. Kita ingin mendesain buku dengan karakteristik seperti apa. Nah, ini juga bisa ditujukan untuk membangun suatu daftar isi atau sinopsis. Oke, mungkin itu aja yang ingin saya sampaikan dasar materi, karena memang pada dasarnya workshop ini saya tujukan agar kita bisa berinteraksi. Saya tidak berpikir bahwa Bapak Ibu ini baru pertama nulis, tidak. Banyak yang memang menulis paper amat sangat banyak ya, saya aja mungkin cuma beberapa paper ya. Bapak Ibu pasti membuat paper jauh lebih banyak dari saya, suatu hal yang patut diapresiasi. Maka itu saya lebih senang mendeliver ini dalam bentuk interaksi. Gitu. Oke, ada yang mungkin mau ditanyakan dari Bapak Ibu semua? Silakan Mas di belakang.
Ya, selamat siang menjelang sore Pak. Saya Iqbal dari Bank BJB. Nah, kan saya dapat tugas Pak ya, kalau di kerjaan itu bikin memo, bikin surat. Ketika saya mau menulis memo atau surat itu, saya suka kehabisan kosakata Pak. Jadi suka blank gitu. Mau nulis apa lagi gitu yang kata-kata yang akan diketik itu tips-tipsnya apa ya Pak ya? Supaya apa vocabulary-nya bisa muncul kata-katanya.
Oke. Baik, menulis surat ya. Surat untuk kepentingan misalnya ditujukan untuk
koordinasi atau untuk permohonan data atau apa? Untuk ngebalas memo.
Check. So just put up your hand, you nearly completed. I think this table nearly done. I need, yes, if you don't mind, you can put up in there and then one person can present. And this group and also second one, your group. You would like to go first? Okay, ladies and gentlemen, can you everybody look at the purpose of this workshop? I really want to check how you understand balance scorecard to measure supervisor performance. And number two, you be able to present if you can in English, then I can see. If you read don't correct degree, you be able to present. If you're lecture, of course, no problem, isn't it? Okay, so if you don't mind, your group two, and this is group the next one. And one more, if we have time. Once you finish, your work you can give it to committee. Committee can make compiling and they will be able to send you back an email. So you will be able to look at what you have learned. So, yeah, this is it. Okay, so I know you cannot see from there, and this one person can present, please.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I will present about the sugarcane factory. So we start from the objective. We want to deliver high profit, but low cost production, and then because our sugar cane right now is very high, about 18,000 per kilograms, and then this will be compared with the imported product, imported from Thailand and etc. And then that our obstacle actually in the production itself, start from the raw material, from the sugar cane, we have two kinds, kebun rakyat, also from kebun sendiri, the resources, for the raw material. Also the problem is about the weather. If the weather is dry season, it's okay, the rendement is very high. But if the weather is rainy season, the rendement is very, very low. And then we know right now we have a global right now the weather is not good. Yeah, sometimes it's dry season, but there are rain also. So of course our environment is very low right now. Yeah, in August actually it's still dry season, but right now also rainy. Yeah, Indonesia in Jakarta also in many, yeah. And then flood is the flooded, so the environment is very low. Yeah, if environment very low, so the measure of output per input will be very low. Yeah, for the measure itself. And also you know that our technology is not good, yeah, enough, yeah, compared to another country. So of course our machine breakdown, yeah, the machine efficiency utilization is very low. Yeah, and then uh, for the for the learn and growth itself, we need some research, yeah, for the what is called PPIT, for the PPIT, yeah, for the cane itself. And so maybe if we know from China, the productivity of the land is very high, but in Indonesia it's very low. So we need another future research, yeah, that related with the productivity of our land. And then for the customer, our customer like to buy sugar is white and in very low cost. Okay. Thanks.
Thank you very much. Excellent. So this from this group, and then the next one, this group as well. Afterwards, I give you conclusion what we have discussed. Can we get one person from this group, please? Don't be shy, just be confident.
Thank you, sir. I will explain my research about food industry. Yeah. Objective perspective, financial perspective, we choose increase in profit. Increase in profit. I mean the measurement about sales revenue and gross profit margin and net income after tax, cash and sales. For financial perspective, cost efficiency, which is cooling down in degrees about production cost, and asset growth. My measure about asset, inventory, and loan. Okay, and customer perspective. Retensi pelanggan lama. Retensi pelanggan lama. I don't know what the meaning in English. Pelanggan. Amount of pelanggan lama and akuisisi pelanggan baru. Okay. Peningkatan kepuasan pelanggan. Measure about jumlah pelanggan lama, jumlah pelanggan baru, jumlah komplain, ya, number of complaint, okay. And proses bisnis, innovation product, effectiveness operational and research pasar, market research, and growth, kepuasan and retensi pelanggan, productivity and employee. Yes, measurement about productivity employee and in-out employee in the company. Yes, company turnover. Okay, thanks.
Okay, this is very good. And we're talking about food industry, and one more group. Which particular you would like to be volunteer? Which group to present this table? Any group want to be volunteer, please? We still have several sessions how our supply chain, so need to be quick. Anyone? Yeah, don't worry, don't be shy. Just this type of place. Go for it. Susu, go for it. Yes. So this is very good actually for all participants because since you are academic and you are from industry, it is good you present your ideas in front of audience. Very good. And then because this is what we're talking about, the learning and discussion, right? And presentation. Yes.
Okay, susu Pangalengan. The product is susu KPBS and permen karamel. Its financial is modal and increase the income. The measurement is push the total product cost and income income statement. Customer objective is customer retention and customer satisfaction. And the process is new technology and standardization for quality. Learning and growth is make a differentiated product and expand the market.
So what I like this group talking about expansion and growing of the business, yes? And this group talking about differentiation because the milk product need to be differentiated, not only powder. You probably consider 99 fat free, yes? You know, if I travel to Asia, normally I brought my own skim milk because in Indonesia, the way they provide cereal, always one milk only, which is full cream. I cannot drink with full cream because I'm a dietary person. So I only bring my own skim milk. And then what happened like this morning is so funny. I just got breakfast. I got my own milk and I got cereal and I use my own milk because, and the person asking me is skim milk. It's a 99 fat free. So I think Indonesia needs to think about it, about healthy food as well. Talking about people, that's we talking about market research. You know market research? Then you need to know who are your customers and what they want. Yes? In Australia, it's a good thing for food industry. They now consider about no artificial color, no preservative. Because what happened, they're trying to educate consumers to live, to stay healthy product if they want to sell it. Say for example, if you go to any particular chocolate, and they put no artificial color, no preservative, because the customer really wants to buy that product. And the product is not too expensive as well. Okay? So that we're talking about product differentiation. We think about it. And innovation. I think the other group talking about innovation, market research. I think your group, isn't it? Yeah? And your table talking about sugar cane, for example, yeah? And then talking about you mentioned about pit, yes, that's what we did, which means that the raw material itself, the seed, for example, make sure that it's really growing, and you're talking about the consumer point of view, yeah? And that's so good. So now this is something you can explore, especially what I'm trying to do in this workshop is more practical, not for academic. Because the end of the day, if you run your own business, then you'll be able to measure your business yourself. Okay? And then the good thing, you need to look at four perspectives: financial, customer, and learning growth and process, yes? And then you'll be able to focus. For academic point of view, you'll be able to do case study for your publication. For your thesis, you need to compare with different types of supply chain performance measures. You can compare score model, LCA, ABC, BSC, and you can do for small, medium enterprises for Indonesia. How many samples? Well, you need to get at least, say for example, 200 samples, because if you want to do multiple regression or structural equation modeling, okay? Because you need to develop hypotheses, and you need to do like a scale 1 to 7, or you'll be able to do large companies, you'll be able to use AHP, analytical hierarchy process. Everybody knows that? If you've got small samples. Okay, you'll be able to use topsis. You know topsis? That's very popular as well for publication or for your PhD. Okay. Now, can we move on, ladies and gentlemen? The next topic I want to explain about halal supply chain. This is part of my project, and I'm with my PhD student as well. Everybody knows what halal. Yes, halal means legal or permitted. In Sharia law, we just look at free from any activities that might breach the halal status intentionally or unintentionally. In Malaysia, they determined definition Timan 2009 from Malaysia, talking about Sharia law principle, yes? Talking about halal definition, yes? Now, this is something what my literature review about halal supply chain. So when you do doctorate degree, you're doing a lot of reading. You're doing so many literature review, yes? Definition, previous study in halal supply chain. So, say for example, my PhD student, Hafiz Zulfar from Malaysia, G is my last name, and my colleague Chen. So we doing halal food supply chain. So in 2012, so he completed his doctorate thesis 2015. So he graduated and he back to Malaysia. Now he become as a associate dean in UITM. Yeah, so he's doing very good project about supply halal food, halal supply chain. Now, what is halal meat supply chain? From farm to you eat the product. Okay, so you got key stages in halal meat supply chain according to Lodi 2009. Okay, this is another framework you'll be able to see it. Now, this is another my PhD student I mentioned, Hafiz. Now he's become Professor Dr. Hafiz now, halal food supply chain integrity in Australia. So he did PhD about halal food supply chain integrity. So this is his framework. I'm supervising his PhD. So he looked at traceability, asset specificity, quality assurance, and what about trust commitment in halal supply chain. He's not doing statistical analysis, but he did qualitative, using content analysis for his research, his qualitative research project. Yeah? But probably you want to do quantitative for Indonesia, that's wonderful. Talking about halal food, not halal meat, halal food. So halal food including what? Vitamins, yes? Because in Australia actually it's very popular because people trust or not, if you go to vitamin in pharmacy, you need to see whether they have certification halal or not when you buy vitamin, like fish oil, for example. Yes? And you'll be able to see trust and commitment. So this is good PhD study. So what I really like my students when they got PhD, examiner reports, the good thing they don't have a lot more major comments or major revisions. Mostly my PhD students, they just revise 1, 2 days or 3 days. Because the good thing for Australia, when you produce thesis, and your thesis will be sent to 3 examiners outside RMIT, outside Australia, or could be outside Melbourne. One will be in US, one will be in UK. Mostly it's under my specialization in supply chain. So I never pick up examiner, the person not knowing about supply chain. Otherwise it's dangerous. Yes. Why dangerous? My colleague, his background is manufacturing engineering, but his PhD student robotics. And what happened? He chose 2 examiners from my field, supply chain. I said, hang on, 2-person supply chain. There are 2 PhD study from Michigan State University. Their PhD not in robotics. Their PhD in pure supply chain. You're gonna be problem. And then what happened? It's correct. They got bad reports from examiner. He did not listen to me. We need to be careful sometimes if you choose examiner, because sometimes examiner, they don't know the topic. They don't like that topic. It's not their expertise, for example. That's the problem. Okay? My expertise, you can see, supply chain, yes. Production, planning, inventory control, that's my expertise. Quality control, yes, my expertise. Inventory modeling, demand forecasting, and quality function deployment, that's my expertise. My master thesis is about QFD, long time ago, yeah.
But that's my expertise. But if you ask me to examine thesis about design or visual art, whatever, how do you make design or fashion design? Oh, I give up. I have no idea. Or if you want to ask me to examine accounting, like taxation, well, I have no idea. Because I don't have good taxation. In Australia, taxation is the 2 largest, highest in the world. If you produce $100,000 1 year, how much you have to pay back to government? $30,000 is about 2 Hyundai car you have to give to the government. Yes. 100.000, 30.000 harus bayar pajak, 30% kurang. The more you earn, the more you pay. Kalau di sini kan flat, isn't it? Is it flat or based on income? Based income, tetapi kan nggak setinggi 30%, isn't it? Sometimes if you sell your property, you got profit, you have to pay capital gain tax 70% sama government. Itu Australia itu benar-benar dia itu benar-benar dibabat habis. Jadi orang yang main properti, jadi kalau properti ada 7, dijual semua, jadi untungnya 7 juta, 70% dari 7 juta, jadi uang kantong profitnya harus dikasih ke government. Jadi cuma kita ambil 30%. Nah itu sekarang jadi debate di federal. Jadi federal itu jadi argument. Okay? Sometimes negara-negara maju ada lebih, ada kekurangannya juga ada. Okay? But the good thing is, if you have your children, you raise your children in developed nation, you don't need to pay if you ask your children to go to public school. Public school is very good. Yes? Curriculum very good. If your wife having birth, go to public hospital is very good. Everything is free. Baby coming and you got baby bonus, sometimes you just sign and you go, sometimes you stay 3 nights in the hospital, you can get breakfast with your husband and wife and baby and everything like that. Okay? That is because it's fair. Because what we pay, the government pay back. I think Indonesia is getting better because you got paid, what is it? PG? Yes, it's good, isn't it? In the past we don't have that. It's very good. I like it. Now, how do you try to make sure to introduce e-passport? Do we have e-passport now? Not yet, right? So, e-passport like this, you got e-passport, you got code. If you go to overseas, jadi nggak usah datang ke imigrasi, jadi cuma scan, gate-nya buka, dia lihat ambil foto kalian, sesuai, kan misalnya ada kacamata dibuka, ada topi dibuka, nanti sesuai dengan itu, gate-nya tutup, jadi nggak ada operatornya. Jadi semua pakai self-service. Di sini kalau supermarket ada self-service-nya. Jadi saya belanja troli, ini self-service, jadi ada barcode-nya, ini trolinya di-scan satu-satu, plastiknya ada di sebelah kanan, ya. Jadi nanti ada kamera juga di sana, ada yang nakal juga kadang. Jadi pura-pura dia beli 3, scan-nya cuma 2. Nanti kalau pas di situ ada red button, oh kamu kurang bayar 1, nanti ada security datang. Nah itu self-service atau self-check. Bandara ada ya, very good. Is it in Soekarno Hatta or here? Good. Okay, thank you. So now we have, this is about Australia, okay? Tahun 2030 untuk Muslim population bisa 714.000. Sekarang tuh 2010 kurang lebih 400.000 sekarang kurang lebih. Okay? Jadi Australia itu reputation emang untuk world halal meat exporter itu sudah popular, reputation bagus. Karena dia punya halal certification jelas. Jadi di endorse dengan Australian government. Jadi Australian government itu punya konsorsium. Kalau di sini kan namanya MUI. Di sana Australian government itu konsorsium dari beberapa pakar ahli agama yang Muslim itu, jadi dia bikin certification dan jelas di endorse dengan Australian government. Dan semua halal meat mereka harus punya labelnya. Jadi ada lambang labelnya itu sudah layak. Jadi konsumen percaya. Dan mereka diaudit tiap setengah tahun diaudit. Kalau nakal langsung di cut, di stop, langsung kena fine. Fine-nya bisa 30.000. Jadi ada yang kalau sifatnya kalau di Indonesia kan bisa seperti ini. Jadi orang produknya dari Cina. Karena kalau kita percaya nggak orang Cina bahwa produknya itu dia proses nggak terkontaminasi dengan barang yang lain. Ya. Jadi kalau kita biaya besarnya pada dari orang sini datang ke Cina mesti tidak dengan mata. Jadi kenapa? Kita mesti observasi dengan using your eyes. But Australia they have their own process using electronically. They can check the checklist, and then because the penalty is very high, so that's why orang industrinya takut. Karena izin usaha dicabut dan kena denda. Dendanya bukan hanya 30.000 sudah dicabut, denda 30.000 untuk hari itu, dan pajak yang dibayar itu di on hold, jadi nggak ada suntikan dana dari pemerintah untuk bisnis usaha. Jadi karena dia punya penalti memang sudah dibikin strict kayak gitu, jadi orang nggak berani macam-macam. So that is very important. Now, this is another halal. You know, halal itu banyak sekali stakeholdernya. Tahu stakeholder ya? Ada NGO, ada supplier, ada trade association, kemudian ada consumer, government, and employee. Itu stakeholder. Nah, ini kalau Bapak Ibu punya YouTube, ini karena ingat waktu, bisa dengar ya, ini bagus sekali mengenai Halal Food Authority. Jadi ini kalau bisa dengar kurang lebih sekitar 11 menit, 12 menit dengar aja. Oke, bisa didengar nanti malam ini, didengar ya. And then this is my project with UIN. Tahu UIN ya? Universitas Islam Negeri. Ini Syarif Hidayatullah karena mereka menang proyeknya dengan Menteri Keagamaan. Jadi saya itu sebagai collaborative investigator, ini Pak Ujang, Pak Maman, ini kita melakukan halal risk mitigation untuk Australia Indonesia Beef Supply Chain. Mereka menang proyeknya tahun 2015. Oke, 2015. Dan tahun 2017 nanti awal tahun kita melakukan penelitian untuk Australia funding. Ini untuk Indonesia nih. Ini dari Indonesia duitnya. Nanti 2017 dari Australia duit. Nanti bagaimana juga dengan Widyatama dari Bandung sekarang. Kontribusinya apa Bandung untuk proyek bilateral antara Australia dan Indonesia. Oke. Now, this is Indonesia halal meat, 8,5 kg per kapita per year. Sedikit ya. Kalau di Australia yang makan daging 33 kilo, 30 kg consumption per year. Kurang lebih sekitar 4 kali lipat. Makanya orang bule itu suka gede-gede dan darah tinggi. Karena apa? Pemakan daging paling banyak. Dan makan dagingnya, kalau dia makan daging, kalau steak ya, masih ada merah-merahnya, malah ada isi. Kalau saya pesen steak, I always say well done. If not well done, sorry, can you please give it to me well done one? It's not well done, it's the middle. Because sometimes bule itu nggak suka kalau dia layani saya, sorry I cannot eat. I really want to eat, not seeing the right thing. Need to be well done, need to be brown. Isn't it? Obisi rendang. Okay? Nah, karena makan sehari-hari sama makan sore, dikit kalau pakai sandwich pakai beef, malamnya makan steak pakai beef. Kalau ada orang India juga pakai chicken curry, beef curry. Mereka beef curry bukan orang India, sorry. Mostly pakai beef curry, mereka pakai Thailand, produk pakai meat. Ya. Makanya mereka secara statistik 30 kg per capita per year untuk meat consumption. Meatnya terdiri apa? Kangaroo meat, beef, lamb. Kalau di sini kan belum pernah coba ya kangaroo meatnya. Kangaroo meat itu mereka suka sekali dibikin sate. Jadi kangaroo meat itu rasanya tuh kayak makan daging kambing, tetapi agak lebih lunak sedikit. Okay. Kangaroo meat. Yes, agak sama dengan kelinci. That's correct. Dan kadar minyaknya lebih rendah dibandingkan beef. Kalau kita bikin sup kan, kalau beef itu kan juga genangannya tuh ada minyaknya itu nih. Kalau kita masak kangaroo meat bikin sup iga, ganti dengan sup kangaroo meat, jadi minyaknya di atasnya bisa berkurang karena kadar fatnya kurang. Kan kangaroo kan kurus-kurus, isn't it? Have you tried crocodile meat? Crocodile actually nggak bisa masuk Indonesia, isn't it? So crocodile unfortunately itu bisa sakit gigi kalau makan crocodile karena terlalu panas. Bener, biasanya kalau makan crocodile meat harus combine with wine, biasa orang bule. Itu combine, itu saya nggak bisa makan. Kalau makan saya cicip saya langsung sakit gigi. Jadi saya tuh harus makan antibiotik tuh kalau minum air putih karena terlalu panas, very hot. Okay, so this is something about Indonesia. Nah, Bapak Ibu, ini saya penelitian saya dengan UIN, ya, halal beef supply chain. Jadi ada penelitiannya. Nah, ini murid saya juga, Wan ini dengan saya, dia penelitiannya mengenai halal food supply chain, tetapi menggunakan metode marketing performance, ada financial performance. Jadi dia bilang bagaimana marketing performance, financial performance halal supply chain dilihat dari physical attribute, dilihat dari religious factor, dilihat dari proses, dilihat dari ethical aspect, dilihat dari management capability-nya, atau dilihat dari competitive pressure-nya. Nah, ini Wan Omar ini dari Malaysia. Dia pandai sekali karena dia itu memang tekun di dalam PhD-nya. Makanya dia bisa selesai nanti akhir tahun ini dia selesai. Nah, saya punya PhD student 3 yang selesai akhir tahun ini, dan tahun depan akan punya 3 lagi yang baru. Jadi kalau yang mau Bapak Ibu yang itu harus ngetek cepat, karena begitu saya sudah full, saya nggak bisa terima lagi yang baru. Okay? Now this one, sustainable supply chain, what we call green supply chain. Kita selesai 3:30, isn't it, Bu? Okay, make sure. Now, any question? Any question? Now, I'm trying to finish in 5 minutes, and the remaining we have question and conclusion, because otherwise we don't have conclusion. Sorry, Bu. So, and then I'm trying to finish some bit pieces, and then we can, because we got so many slides. I'm sorry for that. Because I thought like the workshop is gonna be 1 full day. Then I just make so many slides. Okay? Because normally the workshop, I run the workshop supply chain workshop. Okay? But different session, and you got. That's good we don't have break, because I suggest no break. Okay? Sorry, but untuk yang bisa ada break, bisa ambil break later on. Okay? Now, sustainable supply chain. Now, this is research background from my PhD student. Talking globalization, supply chain, competitive pressure, innovation, and then you got environmental sustainable business strategy. Okay? So you can look at external customers, supplier, government, competitors as well. So what is sustainable according to literature review? Sustainable ability to utilize resources to meet the present demands and need without compromising resources for future generations. Okay? Sustainable supply chain is a set of manager practices. Sustainable supply chain lahirnya itu tahun 2007, kurang lebih 10 tahun yang lalu, masih baru. Ya, kalau supply chain kan lahirnya tahun 1990-an, setelah just in time mereka ada supply chain. Kalau sustainable supply chain lahirnya itu tahun 2007, kurang lebih 9 tahun yang lalu. Okay? Masih cukup baru. Jadi kalau Bapak Ibu ambil sustainable supply chain itu masih good concept. Oke? Okay? Habis itu sudah mulai ada 2008, 2011 and so forth. Okay? Nah, the next homework untuk Bapak Ibu bisa dengar ada 3 yang bagus. Ada food, ada DSL. Tahu DSL ya? DSL itu yang logistic provider. Kita bisa lihat supply chain. Nah, ini it takes kita setengah jam dengarnya. Tapi kalau Bapak Ibu sulit mengerti bahasa Inggris, I think probably for you have to listen 2 times or 3 times. Because they have a different accent. One in US, one UK, and one in Australia. So I think it takes time for you to listen, but it's good exercise for you to practice, okay, to listen. Because we conscious about the time, unfortunately I cannot show it to you, but if you want, you can type and click. Sorry, because you don't have electronic version, you just type www.youtube and exactly the sign, and then click on enter, you will get that. Now this is my PhD student from Thailand. So he's from Thammasat University in Thailand. It's actually top 3 Thailand university in Thammasat, yeah. So you can see, I supervised his honors thesis because he got first class honors, so I can give him scholarship to do doctor of philosophy in Australia. So he's international student, but because he got first class honors, which is his bachelor thesis is very good, and then he can get scholarship and to jump to PhD. Okay, so his thesis about factor effective intention decision to adoption of sustainable supply chain management practices. So this is about his factors. Yeah? His factors: environmental pressure, economic pressure, manageability, market influence, and so forth. So you can see how much he has done. When you do research, you have to look at the reference. Yes? You have to look at the previous literature studies. That's one here. So that's why you need to do a lot of reading. Reading, writing, reading, writing. That you have to do your research project. Now, this is about, we're talking about life cycle assessment or life cycle analysis, which is a performance measure of input use and environmental waste during the production, processing of product distribution through to its use, possible reuse, and its eventually disposal. That is LCA. So I got so much project LCA, and then some previous study LCA in 1999 and 2003. This is something very new, but afterwards they don't have any more after 2003. So there's a big gap. So in the past they had 1999, but after 2003, unfortunately no one doing it. Okay, I don't know why. So that is talking about supply chain life cycle assessment. Okay, this is the what is advantages, you can see. And you'll be able to look at Australia dairy supply chain. You know, Australia dairy supply chain, they're winning supply chain sustainability, which is smarter energy use. Because mostly Australia dairy industry, they implement energy efficiency. You know the energy efficiency like this, I don't know whether Indonesia, Departemen untuk yang mengurus listrik itu apa sih? PLN. Jadi Indonesia ini apakah ada reinforcement like this? Jadi kalau setiap rumah tangga yang tagihan listriknya mencapai maksimum, itu ada upper limit. Jadi kalau ada certain upper limit itu you need to pay double. Fine gede-gedean. Jadi orang-orang sana tuh takut, kan duitnya kurang banyak kan? Jadi mereka tuh di reinforce. Jadi kalau sudah menamai malam, sudah jam 7 malam, lampu di luar ini dimatiin, semua dimatiin semua, gelap sekali. Jadi kadang mereka lampunya pakai lampu efisiensi, jadi lampunya pakai solar. Jadi setiap rumah itu kalau mendapatkan dukungan pemerintah, jadi dapat rumah home bonus, you need to have your own solar panel, energy efficiency. If you don't have solar panel, then you have to pay 1.5 extra on top of your energy bill invoice, including gas, electricity, something like that. So in every single house, all actually often must use gas. We're not using electricity anymore. Heater using gas. Cooler using gas. Jadi kalau di sini AC kan, semua AC listrik, isn't it? That's why I think kalau saya tinggal di Jakarta, itu listriknya kok saya bisa lebih mahal dibanding saya bayar di Australia. Di Australia itu gas sama electricity is so cheap. Even water also so cheap loh. So minum itu dari air kan. Saya nggak perlu masak kan, dan dia nggak perlu LPG kan ya, karena nggak perlu masak, dan nggak perlu beli aqua, karena airnya dari air kan. Jadi di Australia itu kalau kita bayar airnya itu paling 1 bulan paling mentok juga sekitar 90-100 dolar maksimum. 4 bedroom house. Jadi kurang lebih 900.000 1 juta. Kalau belajar bayar pam berapa? More than that, isn't it? Kalau if you have big house. Tapi kalau untuk listrik, paling banter listrik kalau punya AC, punya heater in my house, I just only save 500,000 rupiah untuk 1 month. Gas, including gas sometimes. And then I got rebate from government. Karena saya menggunakan efficiency energy rating 5 star. And then the end of my tax return, I will get my money back. You know what I mean? Bisa nggak kita dapat money back dari government, pemerintah Indonesia, pajak balik? Bisa nggak? Mestinya bisa. Karena hukum perpajakan ada, namanya tax return. Tax return, it means that if you use your salary, say for example, Ibu siapa namanya Bu? Ibu Anastasia, say for example. Ibu Anastasia ini ada dosen misalnya. Jadi dosen dan ibu ini pakai uang gajinya untuk datang seminar, untuk pengembangan ibu misalnya. Nanti dari pajaknya dia bayar, dia klaim bahwa dia punya untuk datang seminar dan semua biaya-biaya transport segala macam dia klaim, nanti di end of hasil pajak dia klaim nanti dikurangi pajak. Misalnya gini, pajak ibu misalnya bayar penghasilan 1 juta. Tapi karena ada expenses kan yang related dengan pekerjaan. Jadi biaya-biaya dengan related pekerjaan dipotong. Jadi biasanya 20.000 biayanya atau 200.000. Jadi yang dipajak itu sebenarnya 800.000 bukan 1 jutanya. You with me? So 1 million minus 200,000, so $800,000 multiplied by 20% or 30%, so that's something you need to pay instead of 1 million or of 30%. Does make sense? So that is we call tax return. Nah, Indonesia kayaknya bagusnya kayak gitu kalau perpajakan. Saya nggak tahu sistem pajak kan berdasarkan individual country. Okay? Bisa. Iya, nggak apa-apa diperiksakan, kita jujur di sini. Oh, kenapa takut? Enggak. Oh gitu. Kalau saya berani sama government, saya bilang the more I pay, then my children education, my children iPad I need to claim. Okay, my children di sekolah sana anak saya usia TK aja sudah pakai iPad. Saya bilang after 5 o'clock give it to me your iPad. Now dinner time you have to study with mom and you have to go to sleep at 8 o'clock. And then they have to wake up by 6 a.m. they have to study with me. Because the problem budaya di sana kalau the problem children itu terlalu santai. Jadi mentalitasnya tuh nggak berani, nggak bisa tough. Nggak bisa susah. Jadi kalau sudah susah sedikit, nggak bisa. Jadi saya itu mentalitas mereka harus dibentuk. Nah, kalau saya didik anak memang seperti itu. Sorry, too much talk. Now, and what else? We have the next one, SCM integration. Now, this is what we're talking about emerging country. Sorry, this is the final session. Hopefully, I can finish it, Bu. Yeah. Ada solat ya, mestinya ada break ya. Now, the supply chain integration model. This one actually for my paper, the new one, the next paper. So I can see you need to identify what your trading partner, and you need to review, establish what strategy for all this. Okay, and then you need to align the process. The process including what? Customer, demand, order, supplier, return management. You have to deal with that. Okay. And then you need to look at customer relationship management is very good topic for your PhD. Now, the good thing actually is customer relationship management, you need to have information system background. Kalau tidak ada punya information system background bisa kalang kabut. Kenapa? Tahu konteks tetapi tidak tahu equipment toolnya jadi problem. Nanti ujung-ujungnya membebani saya. Saya bilang kalau saya pembimbing, saya tahu kontennya, saya ada bimbingan yang kedua. Biasanya pembimbing kedua tuh tahu mengenai software. Jadi kalau di University Australia itu harus ada 2 pembimbing. Sometimes we have 3 pembimbing, 3 supervisors. Kalau project itu berkaitan dengan industri, jadi saya invite 1 dari industri. Jadi mahasiswa ini problem solving untuk industri, lebih kontribusi ke industri. Jadi pembimbing ada 3. Kalau penelitiannya mendapatkan beasiswa dari industri, biasanya industri itu menjadi pembimbing yang ketiga. Kayak macam saya PhD, saya itu dapat scholarship beasiswa. Jadi beasiswa saya itu full government, terus ada dikasih on top, top up. Top up itu dari industri. Jadi top up itu dikasih tunjangan. Tunjangan itu biasanya saya kasih lebih, stipend saya biaya hidupnya dikasih lebih. Karena saya dapat pembimbing saya itu pinter. Dia dapat saya punya penelitian itu dipakai untuk industri. Jadi industri kasih dana untuk studinya untuk melakukan project. Nah, semestinya ITB, UI, top 5 university itu bagusnya bisa mempunyai jalin kerjasama dengan industri. Jadi nggak hanya membebani LPDP atau Menteri Keuangan. Saya kemarin bicara situ sama Profesor Joko, Dirjen Pendidikan Tinggi sebelum diganti, itu semestinya mekanisme like that kind mechanism need to be implemented straight away for Indonesia. Why? Because Indonesia need to really reinforce the industry. They have to work with the university, private or public university, then they can give sponsor for Indonesian students. And students very proud And then once they finish, and then the as an internship, and the student be able to work. So we're doing that mechanism in Australia. Okay? So now what is the next one? Customer service management. You can look at reporting customer service performance. You know that when you talk about customer perspective, in balance scorecard, talking about customer complaint, customer reporting, that we have here. Okay? Then demand, you're talking about forecasting. How do you deal with accuracy forecasting, order fulfillment, talking about location, suppliers, and so forth, and then manufacturing flow, management, and supplier relationship. This is very hard. Why? You have to know about international business, international culture management, international management, because you need to, how do you build relationship with suppliers? So you need to deal with the supplier relationship. Okay, so that's return, product return. I think I mentioned before. So I think I just want to close. If you have any questions, I want to take one or two. Then I need to return back to conclusion. That one actually we have integration model. Okay. So once again, thank you very much for listening. So I'm happy to take any questions. Any outside question from this topic, please ask questions. If you don't mind, close the door, please. Thank you. My session not yet finished. Thank you. So, if you have questions, let me know, and I'm happy to answer questions. So, because I'm coming far away, it's good you ask questions. But if you don't have questions, just add me WhatsApp, and then I'm still here until tomorrow, and then going to Surabaya tomorrow afternoon. And then after Surabaya going to Bali, then Bali going back to Melbourne. Okay. And my next trip actually to go to Indonesia, actually Jakarta and then Semarang only. And then that particular November, and then the third week of December, Universitas Sriwijaya mengadakan seminar international under business. Unsri, they invite me as a keynote speaker, but that particular 23rd until 24th. But usually the flight actually normally going to Palembang actually via Jakarta, isn't it? But normally I stop over in Jakarta. So if particular people from Jakarta, Bandung, surrounding, if you really want to meet, and let me know so we can just make a time. Okay. So my schedule already 20th, 22nd until 26th November, and then from 7 to 11 November. Okay, Jakarta and Semarang only with it. Okay, if you have any question, please put up your hand. Any question? Before I give conclusion, I'll wrap up what we have learned, and then, yeah, so if you ask any question about your thesis, or you have question about your industry problem, you have question about your research project, you question about your, how do you apply scholarship, just ask, yes please. Thank you. Namanya siapa Bu? Bu Ginati.
Good afternoon. Basically, I'm from business.
Yes, keep going Bu.
But sometimes selalu ada pendapat orang bisnis nggak bisa total di SCM karena itu bagiannya orang TI. Nah, that's why saya pengen memastikan aja kalau misalkan saya pursue my PhD and kind of supply chain management or sustainable supply chain management, is that will be more difficult for me and for you if you are as my supervisor, or I need to like get more literature before and yeah, some tricks for me to, if I want to pursue my PhD.
Excellent. Yeah.
What should I do before that?
Very good. Now this is asking buat Bapak Ibu semuanya in preparation before you apply PhD. Okay. Jadi for those academic staff, or if you're planning to pursue or to continue your study, even master degree or PhD in research, then what you need to do, what she asked, Ibu Gina asking question, you need to prepare something your previous research in that context. It is good idea you know very well that research topic. If you do not know, I got like couple students, And what happened, they said, oh, I have no idea this because the background, no idea. And the student actually want to do supply chain, say, for example, but the student background in finance because his bachelor in finance. It's very hard. And what happened, he got something struggling. Struggling itu artinya agak susah. Karena dia mesti datang ke kelas, masuk ke kelas saya, mesti ngerti supply chain, mesti kasih baca buku. Now, in preparation, you need to do number one, find supervisor, of course, number one. Number two, you need to be able to write research proposals for 6 pages. Yes, 4 and 6 pages maximum. And number three, after you write proposal, you got supervisor, then you apply, you need to provide your documentation, everything need to be translated in English, all academic transcripts, certificates, everything need to be translated. Then you'll be able to apply scholarship. Scholarship, you need to make sure, when I applied scholarship, when I did my doctorate degree, I applied and I got 4 scholarships in a row. And what happened, I got headache because I have to choose which one. I have to take it. And then my friends told me, seraka amat sih, kamu dapat 4. Nah akhirnya, but I choose. That's why I choose Sydney Uni. First, I got Swinburne. And second, I got Charleston. I don't want to take it because what happened, well, the ranking is not really, because when I did my PhD, I have to choose the best university as I can. That's why, once you graduate from which university, then you apply the job, it's very easy to get it because people recognize your previous degree. You with me? When you apply scholarship, make sure you prepare your English. The next one is English. Unfortunately, if you're doing good teaching, research in Bahasa, but unfortunately cannot do in Australia, must be in. Then, all literature must use in English international. Never use Indonesia, Balai Pustaka, semuanya produk Indonesia. Maksudnya apa? Semua literaturnya dalam bahasa Indonesia. Jadi saya kemarin menguji orang dari universitas mana tuh yang di apa? Yang di Jogja apa namanya universitas? Ya UGM. Jadi dia tuh saya nguji mengenai finance. Jadi memang pintar ibu ya. Jadi dia punya semuanya itu bahasa daftar pustaka dari bahasa Indonesia semua. Jadi orang-orang bule ini nggak ngerti. And then what happens? I said, I don't want to translate for you because you are a student. You have to translate yourself. I said, I understand because I'm from Indonesia. I said, I was from Indonesia, so I know it's particular. And then the other examiner said, can you please translate one by one? No way. Ask the student. Because what happened, that's problem. So I can give you 5 tips. 1, proposal, finding supervisor. And then make sure your documentation complete. Number 4, your English. Number 5, make sure you got your publication. If you don't have publication, that's good. You're attending this conference. It's good because it's recognized, because it's international conference. It's good. You got proceeding. You need to put your resume in the list publication. It's good. You can work with your supervisor. Say, for example, Bugina want to work with me. Then it's good. You can produce one paper for publication international, and then the scholarship holder committee say, oh, you're working already with Ferry, say, for example. That's good. That's something Ferry knows you know very, very well. Okay? Because Australia really trusts you working already in the previous list. They trust that. If you don't work previously, how do they know that person actually doing good with the supervisor? That makes sense? You need to show track record when you work with your supervisor. Yeah, Bukina? Okay, one more question, please. Before applying. Even though when before apply, your paper accepted, even though still under review, still okay. But you mentioned it in your CV that the paper is under review. Scopus is a good idea. Or international conference. Not Indonesian National Conference. Even though I can take it, you got ISBN whatever, your KUM, isn't it? Kalau Indonesia ada KUM, isn't it? Now, kalau di Australia, apaan ini nasional bahasa Indonesia? No. Must be international, even like Widyatama, the organized international conference is recognized by Australia. That's why I can travel. Yes. Yes, Pak. Yes, research paper is good. Kayak macam ini kan ada beberapa jurnal yang attach kan. Kalau saya biasanya, saya kan regional editor International Journal Operation and Quantitative Management. Kalau kita mengadakan Asia Pasifik, itu biasanya paper yang terbaik itu dimuat di dalam jurnal itu. Jadi misalnya, sebenarnya kalau kayak macam Widya Tama ini kita bisa sih menggunakan jurnalnya. Jadi saya tuh happy sebagai steering committee. Jadi kita pilih Best Paper Award, dan Best Paper Award itu kita invite untuk dimuat ke dalam jurnal. You with me? Nah itu biasanya saya itu biasa diundang sebagai selection panel. Nah itu pekerjaan luar biasa berat. Kenapa? Karena kita harus minta izin Scopusnya, mesti minta izin ini, harus komite harus strong. Komite harus minimum PhD. Oh itu kalau bisa associate professor atau professorial level. Any question? Okay, if you don't have a question, I just want to close this one before I give it to Ibu Moderator. So once again, I would like to say thank you very much. You be with me nearly like 3 hours, or more than, 3 hours, and then thank you very much. So please be in touch on all the best. You got my number, my WhatsApp, my email address. Please, and introduce yourself when you email me. Sometimes I forgot because so many. And you can speak Bahasa. Tulis Bahasa Indonesia, no problem. Okay? So once again, all the best and thank you very much, and please forgive me. I'm so sorry if I have any particular mistake for the presentation. So once again, all the best and good luck. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Feriji, for sharing knowledge, and thank you very much for enlightening us today through your presentation, which is very interesting topic, supply chain and logistics strategies for emerging countries. Well, this is the end of our pre-seminar WIS 2016. Second up, appreciation to the speaker. Please, Dr. Hera Gunawan, to give the reward to our speaker. Yes, please, thank you. Thank you, Dr. Hera Gunawan. Thank you, Dr. Ferry. Well, we have a coffee break on the right side. This is the end of our pre-seminar. Thank you very much to the participants for coming today. On behalf of Widya Tama University, I am Ervina Sian Simatupang, would say thank you very much. Yes, if you want to